Hello everyone. This is Bonza. He's my emotional support because else I'll break down. Anyways, time to explain where the fuck I've been for the past year. Since I randomly just stopped streaming and making content after being very active all of a sudden. Long story short, this past year has been very bad. Removing a lot of any details. Before the last year started, I was at school as on my last year of schooling, so pretty normal. And then had to leave due to personal reasons. And as you may all know, I have the ID and all that. And then I lost 2 of my personalities with them fusing into a new personality, which was very sad as they meant a lot to me. There was actually a video made at that time, thankfully, so there's at least some context to that period of time, but that is when video slowed down. And then after that, I ended up having a really big fight with my family and having to learn to take care of myself and do everything by myself pretty much, which I successfully did, thankfully. And though, sadly, my family was never really proud of me even after I succeeded in doing that, so that never ended well. But then I wanted to leave home after I learned to take care of myself and everything, but they kind of didn't want to. I wanted to leave my family at the time, but they didn't want me to leave. They grew attached in that time. Well, not really attached, more like they realized that I could leave now, so they suddenly started acting nicer and also really didn't want me to leave because they were getting worse. They're both getting worse physically and mentally. My father pretty much no longer has short-term memory. It's meaningless to talk to him nowadays. Even if I repeat the same thing to him 5 times in the same day, he'll forget. Anything that he didn't already know, he just forgets. He needs constant reminders. And then we lost 2 more of our personalities, being, well, as you guys know them, Moxie, and one that you guys don't know. Those 2 were very important to us and had helped through a lot of things. Like our first trip alone outside of the country to take care of a friend who needed it. And to just be with our first IRL friends and everything. Well, first online friends that we met IRL, which didn't end well either. After, well, them leaving didn't end well. They fused, making me, who am now currently trying to start everything back up again. Though, well, I don't have much experience in any of this, so it's kind of big. Along with that, in this past year, we lost around 300 friends just due to personal reasons. We also nearly stopped being alive due to physical issues, but we got our medicine before that really got any worse. Still don't have a lot of the medicine I need for some of my conditions, including BPD, as far as I think the doctors named it. I don't, it's been a while, so I don't remember the exact name, but I needed basically like mood stabilizers, but I never got them, and then I lost my prescription. I was planning to get them, but by the time I was going to go get them, I lost my prescription paper somewhere and I haven't found it, and I've just been too lazy to go get more. Well, more too nervous to go get more. I have really bad anxiety, which I do have medicine for, but yeah, I didn't get the other one. Then a lot of other stuff happened that is very personal to us, which I won't talk about. We lost a lot during that year in terms of who we are as well. We lost over half of our personalities, and well, we used to be 8 at the start of this year. There was 8 of us. The current active amounts of personalities are 4, and in terms of personalities who've been around since the beginning, 1. We are currently down to only 1 of our original members, being Void. Both, well, Chrono and Mantra are now gone. Astra and Stella are now gone. losing us over half of our original members, which was a lot. And then after everything, after we had gotten everything stabilized to a point, we've been trying to take care of everybody and trying to keep our family stable. After all that, well, we kind of lost the kind of energy we needed for streams. We lost how to do anything, really. We were used to a more chaotic life, because my life used to be very painful in a lot more ways than now. In all accounts, my life is stabler now. For a good period of my life, it was very succeed or die, so that's what I'm used to. So I don't really know how to operate without constant panic. Most of what you guys see on streams and YouTube videos that kind of made up who I was actually just me panicking. I'm just really good at making that just seem chaotic. In reality, I was having basically a constant anxiety attack. And that is kind of what most people know me for, in terms of my friends, well, old friends, and that type of stuff. So I don't really know how to live like that. We are trying to learn, but it's an odd thing. Also, the reason I'm even making this video is that it feels a bit dumb. Astra, or Mox as you guys knew them, normally would just come back streaming and act like they had just forgotten to stream, or like nothing happened, which feels a bit pessimistic. It seems, if that's the right word. It just doesn't feel right for me to do so, because this wasn't exactly my fault. I didn't want to. This wasn't a thing of, oh yeah, you know, guys, I just stopped wanting to stream. I just kind of couldn't, or was no longer in the mental state to do so. My mental state is still shit nowadays, but I'm trying, and that's why I've been wanting to go back to streaming, and which is why I'm making this for New Year's. I kind of want to make this after I realized that it's been a year since I had talked to over half my personalities ever since they went dormant due to all the stress. And ever since my last time making any content. I kind of want to come back for, well, the next year. So this was my way of explaining everything that happened, and also asking you guys to kind of bear with me as I try to learn, well, first of all, how to even be a person, as I'm not used to that, and, well, really learn life in general. And ask you guys to kind of take care of me, because I've just chosen that I'll be myself, which doesn't normally end well because of the whole me being an odd person. But I've just kind of chosen to accept whatever happens in the future. So, if you walk into my streams, have fun dealing with me. If you like me, stay. If you don't, please just leave quietly and don't insult me. I do not need more pain. Anyways, I guess see you next year, and Happy New Year's. Love your family while they're there, and love your friends while they're still there as well. And I hope you guys will come with me. And Bone, since I want to stream with him. He's a good friend. Bone is a very nice friend.
I try.
He says that as if he wasn't one of the, 3 people who stayed with me longer than a year. Also, Bone can't hear it because I've learned to mute my microphone in VR chat whenever I do it, but as you guys can probably hear, my throat was fucked. Yeah, I hurt my throat years ago, and it's kind of the winter, and I'm allergic to everything. I'm allergic to both the winter, and I'm practically half blind during the summer, so bear with that as well. Anyways, you guys take care, and thank you for being patient with me. I hope to see you guys soon. Goodbye.